Hey guys, my name is Joni and this is Branching Business. Welcome to another video. In this video I'll talk a little bit about my life, and I have made myself a not so nice looking life graph, which you can see here in the picture. And why I made this life graph, you might ask. Well, I was actually watching YouTube videos from this guy called Denmo. And Denmo's channel is really good, by the way. If you're a young guy, you should check it out. And this channel is all about growth and developing yourself as a man and that kind of stuff. But anyways, there was one video that I was really interested in, and it's this one right here. It's called "Rock Bottom is the Best Position to Be In." And I might not agree with that statement. Rock bottom is absolute hell. It's not a good place to be in. But I think this Denmo guy seems to be like a real genuine guy, and I think he's a great influence for young people who want to develop themselves. And he has said in many of his videos that he would like to talk more about business, but for some reason young men are all about getting girls and picking up women. So I understand that it has affected the way he is doing his videos. So he focuses a lot on how to pick up girls and how to be successful in the eyes of women. But I'm not interested in that much in that kind of content, and I prefer his business related content. So yeah, I was inspired by his video, and I made myself a little life graph, which is here. And here you can see on the x-axis I've put age here, so now I'm 32 years old, and on the y-axis I've put progress in there. So here you can see this is my depiction of my life, how it has went so far. So during the first years of my life, I was learning things and I was in school. I started school at 7, and before that I was actually in preschool. But anyways, so those years were they were good in my opinion, and there was one major disruption in my life, and it happened about at the age of 17 when I had depression. And when I had depression, I really hit the so-called rock bottom in my life, and I was in that place for perhaps a little over a year or perhaps 2 years at most. But it really was the lowest point in my life, and I didn't put it. I left a little room here below this graph, because I think I could have hit even a lower point, but it was the lowest point definitely in my life, and I was really depressed, and I didn't see hope for myself or the future. And that point has ever since been the reference point for myself, and that is so that is a good point to reference whenever I feel that I'm not successful, or I'm not getting things done, or I'm not achieving. Then I just think about my lowest point and think that I'm not, that whenever I feel bad about my performance, about myself, I think that it's actually not that bad, and compared to my lowest point, it's always better, even when it feels like it's not. So yeah, I was really depressed, and now of course I'm glad that I got over it, and I will probably talk more about depression on a general level in my future videos, but yeah, so I don't have too much to say about it at this point, but so I got over my depression, and one reason was perhaps that I started high school, and after that I went to university, and I personally I think that I was progressing, yeah, but I still wasn't mentally at the same level as where I was before I got depressed. So I was progressing in my life, but university was not. It was not like my ideal environment, and I was a little depressed at some point there as well. But yeah, I actually pushed through my time in university, and I graduated, and after that I was unemployed, and after that I was doing short telemarketing jobs, and those times were pretty bad at the worst, but I was at least making money, and I was keeping myself busy, so it was not anywhere near my lowest point. And after that I got a new job at the age of 30, and I was almost 2 years in that job, and now I'm 32 and unemployed again. So I've been almost 4 months unemployed now, and at this point it's kind of hard to know what the future will bring, but it could go in any direction. So it's possible that my future will look rosy and I'll get a new job and lots of money and lots of opportunities, but it's also possible that my unemployment prolongs, so it might continue in the future, and if that's the case, then I might actually get more desperate than what I am now. So that's my situation at the moment, and so as you can see, my current situation is at the highest level in this graph. So I still think that when I look at my life, I'm currently in the best position than where I've ever been. So I'm at the best position right now, even though I'm unemployed. And that's of course because I have savings and I have more skills and experience. So even if I fail and fail again, it's not that bad when I compare my current situation to what it has been before. So I've been in lower places, and when I fail, it can certainly feel as if I'm closer to my worst moments, but I think that I'm still so far from the lowest point that that thought can really push me through all the failures and suffering, and when I keep that distance in my mind, I can maintain motivation, and I can think that it's not so bad to fail, and even if everything I do is a failure, because I'm still in a better position than where I was when I was depressed, or even during my earlier times in university or in school. I'm still at better position now. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this life graph, and so it's not a perfect representation of my life, because it's hard to say exactly how much you've progressed. And yeah, so progress is always a little fictive. It's not real. It's in our minds. But when we externalize our thoughts about progress and about our lives, we can really see what we think and really reflect about the meaning that we give to our lives. And yeah, this is what I would say that my life looks like at the moment. So yeah, I'm still kind of hopeful, and I haven't had much success during these last few months, but I remain hopeful, and I'm still trying different things despite all my failures. And yeah, I think in my future videos I will perhaps do some kind of optionality review where I go into details of how I've been progressing my optionality recently, and what are my goals of improving optionality. So I kind of want to hold myself accountable, and that kind of optionality review could really boost whatever I do, and it really could show if I've managed to make any real progress, because optionality is one of my major themes and major goals in this life. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again in one of my future videos. Thanks. Bye bye.